up, YouTube? Ian here, and you're watching Atkins Nature Aquariums. Hold on, I'm gonna do something smart. Split my microphone to where it's facing me. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let me know. Hello, happy Friday. Yes. All right, we got Master Aquatics. Just call me Eduardo in here. Fates and Genetics. Gonna let the people roll in as we start the stream. I want to let you guys know that my polar parrots have spawned again, and we got the camera on them. That's the female. She's got a little chunk taken out of her tail, and the male's the bigger one. But yeah, they are doing pretty good in this tank since getting moved in here. And I also got a special guest with me today.
Hi, everyone.
Cat's with me tonight, guys. Exciting stuff. Daddy! But I do got some bad news about this tank. The Pseudo-Chelseus Kyberzi Tetra jumped out. And, yeah. He's in a different tank right now, not looking so hot. He's breathing, which is good. I've had other fish survive from not being noticed for very long on the floor. But it's tough. You got to really make sure the water is clean, and you got to pretty much baby them through it. But I'm hoping he makes it. You know, I do have a pretty big mistake on my part. I have gaps in my lid. So tomorrow, I'm going to fix that when it's daylight. I'm going to make sure my lids are tight fitting. But yeah, that's an L on that.
Hello, Eduardo.
And let me know if you guys can hear Cat just fine. Liquid Zoo, what's up? I was thinking we could sit and watch these polar parrots protect their cry. Notice the mother does a lot of the work. Dad seems to kind of fuck off and do his own thing. Good. Thanks, guys. Patty says the tank is flying. Oh, thanks, Patty. It's not like a super duper planted tank. There is a fake plant that you're looking at right there. That festival got too close. Too close, guys. Give them some space. Susanna Doo-Doo. What's going on? Matt said something here.
Hippie John the fisherman.
Hippie John the fisherman. What's up, John? 3G Greg. What's up? Yeah, so when cichlids usually spawn in this tank, I try to keep a good eye on it. That's probably Jimmy P. What's going on, Jimmy? Hope you're doing well. Mississippi hippie, hey. There it is, going in. Good vibes. Also, hit up Daniken Aquatics for their Daniken Aquatics sticker if you ain't already got one. Stick it on your tank. Have a super fly tank.
Mine's on my 10-gallon aquarium, right?
Man, I think I'm gonna back it up a little bit so we can get some more. Back it up. I can see the tiger barbs in all their glory.
And then there's my friggin' log of a boat.
Yeah,
Fettuccine Alfredo's just like, hey, I'm here to party. What's up?
he is getting huge. We got him. He was like 4 inches at the wet spot.
Got him for $9.99.
I also did a rescape today. Just try to keep it new for the cichlids. Don't want them to get territories too much, and then they go breeding. So I came to live. Battle me.
Hi, Jimmy P.
Nope, several got too close.
Hippie John the fisherman. That is a beautiful tank run. So great.
Thanks. I like it. Used to be my big bruiser Central American cichlid tank. I had some big freaking cichlids in there. You can go back to like my older videos and you can see all the different cichlids I've kept. Like I've had blood parrots and Jack Dempseys and green terrors. I've had Oscars. Now I'm trying to switch to fish that'll actually stay in the size of this tank. The only guy I'm doubting is that Sever, but he's going to take a couple years. I see Mr. Beischer.
His name is Fettuccine Alfredo.
Yes. And we got another guy that we got to put in here. He's getting big.
Yep, it's my Delhaize Beischer.
Yep, that's a Delhaize. Although he's not super big, he's still a juvenile because he's still got these tiny, tiny little external gills that are adorable. They almost look like axolotl gills. but they're just so tiny. They're almost gone. Um, but once those are fully gone and he gets to a little bit more size, where I think he might not do well with the Amazon puppers anymore, I'm gonna move him into here.
Daniken!
Daniken Aquatics. What's up, Kenny? Good to see you in here. Finished your video 8 of the rack room earlier. Glad to see that Dragonette is getting better. That's really good sign. And you said you saw one of those baby rosy barbs, but I swear, Kenny, I saw 2 baby rosy barbs in that video. Maybe I was just freaking out, but it looked like a little barb. It was smaller than that other bigger one. But it wasn't the Nanochromis or those Pandagara. Snoochie Booch, what's up? I missed anybody else? Oh, Fish Dreams, what's going on? Always good to see Fish Dreams, longtime supporter. Am I lagging? Yeah, internet's not the best down here. It goes in and out sometimes. And the buddy, the blue Akara, this guy, he is really starting to grow up. You guys remember when I first got him? He like was barely the length of the first knuckle. Now he's probably about 2 knuckles.
That's what she said.
Eduardo, it's not that bad. Scuba Steve, what's up? Oh, I also had my first day of work at the granola factory. Like it. Well, I guess it wasn't really like a first day of work. It was like orientation and paperwork and safety meetings, blah. But I will probably have to do a new stream time because I'm. It looks like the days are gonna give me off on Wednesdays, Thursdays. Which, if that's the case, I will also not be able to make it to the club meetings, which will suck. But I'm trying to get to see if I can get at least a Sunday off and some other day off. Foxy Fishes, Roxanne. Show us the zebras. Carl wants to see his cousins. Alright, let's go see them. Carl, where's his people? Carl.
Carl,
You can't
that
step.
kills people. You can't save people.
You can't just cut off their hands. Oh man, that's an old video. So I just turned on their light a few minutes ago, like maybe 20 minutes ago. They're not fully awake. But they're about 2 inches now. This guy is the dominant male for sure.
Getting so many pretty colors.
Yeah, these guys are definitely
I
jerks.
want to check on my list.
Yeah, I moved all my Cory cats out of here and all the other fish out of here. Just them and some plecos. But I'm thinking I got at least a couple females in here, but they're still really small, so it's really hard to tell. But I know I got this big hunkin' of a male. But these are the zebra acara, Havanacara arauquita. I did just release a video on these. If the video on the live stream is not coming out so well, you can get some better look at them on my latest video. And down here are the Amazon puppers. Super cool. See if I can come down here. Give them a little bit. Break it up to like a few larger pieces, a few smaller pieces. I like it that way. And these are the South American pufferfish. They also got some pleco friends, and they got a Synodontis friend and a little baby Delhaize Bisher.
The catfish's name is Big Chungus.
Big Chungus. It's a Valentini Synodontis. And these plecos, the majority, actually all the plecos down here except the super reds, have been bred in my water. And this juvenile's pretty much breeding size. I'm just waiting for these females to start laying some eggs. They got a 2. Come on, generation 2. Looking all right.
Not bad. Patty's like, every time I see a troll house when I'm out and about, I think of E and Ella.
That's a good one.
I friggin' love them things. That's why I collect them.
Oh, come on, Patty. Sometimes these tank tours make me feel inadequate. No, these fish tanks are all right. I just do what I can, and I think that's what we all do. We do what we can to make our fish tanks nice. And I've seen your tanks, Patty, on YouTube. They look nice. Love the name. What strain was that? The Valentini Synodontis. I believe they're a hybrid of two different Synodontis, but their max size is only 4 inches.
Oh, I see my bike shirt on the back over here.
The camera might not pick it up, but there's a noodle back there.
His name is Macaroni.
Macaroni. Mac. Big Mac.
Yeah. Or cheese.
Okay. This is the fry tank. Baby plecos. There's a couple guppy fry in here, and there's also polar parrot cichlid fry in here. I know, it's a weird mix of fry. But they're all raising up together. And this, like I said before earlier, if you didn't catch it, I know, I'm a terrible fish keeper. But trying to, sucks about that, he jumped out. But these guys are the tequila goodieads from Greg Sage. Yeah, I know, I should be settling out in a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. Okay. Step it back a little bit. I had some saps a while back. They withered. I tried deworming 3 times, and they still just slowly died after about 6 months. Couldn't keep weight on them. Oh man. Yeah, I definitely dewormed mine when I got them, and I dewormed them again with just the API General Cure. And I'm still struggling with one of them that trying to put weight on, but the other 4 are doing great. They're super sassy and fat, but they're just really tricky to feed. Is what I found is sometimes they don't like the frozen food. Yeah, it does suck. Careful with plecos and bichers, because it decided to eat a pleco, and both the plec and the bicher died. Fuck. Well, I have to definitely keeping an eye on that. Think you're in love with the polar blue cichlid? Yeah, those are a cool cichlid. I mean, for a hybrid at least. They don't get very big. They are pretty aggressive since they're mixed with convicts, I believe, or Honduran red points, which are still part of the convict family or genus, I believe. But they only grow up to a few inches, and they seem to be not sterile. They're easy to breed, very easy to raise to fry. Hopefully, I'll have some fry big enough to sell here soon. Mystery fry. Thought you were glow Daniels. Thought they were CPDs. And straight Daniels. That's funny. Yeah, that fish tank hopping and moving fish around, it can get confusing. But it's hard to tell when they're just those little tiny fry. Yeah, I believe it, man. Vinoski, what's going on? DLC, Troops Tropical Aquatics, Darren, how's it going, man?
95% of the time, I don't try to pronounce people's names on here because I, you know.
Oh, you guys want to see me feed the festivals? I mean, I do have some plants with them. I got water lettuce and I got Balisinaria. I mean, does that count? I think it counts.
Which wants to know if you still eat granola now that you know how it's made.
I don't know how it's made yet.
Yeah. What he meant by his first day is he pretty much sat in a room and watched like safety videos
And I did paperwork.
and did paperwork.
But no, because all I'm gonna say is some really good granola. I can't really say anything else.
I like granola, so I don't want to know how that is.
Put in some big sheets. They like the big sheets.
Foxy Stitches says, safety first.
Safety first.
Ooh, damn! The smell of them flakes is strong.
Yeah, they're brine.
I wasn't paying attention to the fact that you opened them. I was totally paying attention to only the chat.
Stinky fish foods are the best fish foods.
Noodles.
And yes, I am very heavy-handed with my fish because I love them.
That's why he has like 6 different types of fish food all sitting on the floor around his tank.
But they all like their different foods. Okay? The several.
I can't say much. I have an entire drawer full of different fish foods in my room.
The several likes his floating sticks, and so do the festivals. And then the rest of the fish like these smaller pellets that sink. And so does the Bisher. The Bisher likes those too. And the catfish. I got a Raphael catfish. See this big log of a Bisher.
Usually fettuccine Alfredo alone. He's a chunky boy and I love him. He's the best $10 I have ever spent anything. Like totally worth $10. Would not ever like get would recommend. Love that.
Patty has a good question here. So what's the conscientious on fish foods? We're supposed to throw it out? Consensus. Whatever, I don't English. Throw it out after 6 months or so. I've not been doing it. So when yeah, I would usually replace it after 6, 9 months. Right now, with the amount of fish tanks we have, little bag of fish food doesn't last 6 months. And I usually get the big containers, and I'll keep those in the freezer, and then I'll just keep filling up the little containers with that.
Oh, that's the second question she asked was, can you take a little bit of food out and then freeze the rest?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing pretty much this whole time.
I feel like that's what a lot of like fish stores also do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like our enormous containers of like.
As long as there's no moisture in there. Troops. I feed a bunch of different fish too, Ian, and 75. Some fish too, there's about 200 fish in there. Yeah, with all them live bears. 75, man.
Keith was like, I keep well over here.
Yeah. I've probably got some food sitting around somewhere that's like a year
If
old.
we go into the drawer in my fish room, I know for a dang fact that there's probably 2 or 3 things of fish food that we don't use. We just haven't gotten around to getting rid of them yet. Because they're like damn near 2 years old.
Oh, and my favorite thing to do is do the big old salt and pepper. Okay? That's what I call salt and pepper. You take all your different pellets, right? You just put little batches of all that in there, mix it up, salt and pepper. Fish love it. There's Vibra Bites, there's New Life Spectrum, there's Brine Shrimp Direct, there's the PE Mysis pellets, and there's Golden Pearls in this. So, yeah, I like doing that too. It's a good variety. And frozen food, I go through frozen food pretty fast. I buy it by the slab. Slab. I'd go through snake, bug bites, frozen bloodworms, frozen shrimp apnea, crazy amount, extreme small pellets. Yeah, I want to try those extreme peewee pellets. And they also got these cichlid pellets I want to try too on extreme. Yeah, fiber bites. I think that's an essential staple for a majority of our omnivorous, more predatory fish like cichlids or maybe bettas. Um, I've noticed with my pea puffers, well, cat's pea puffers, they love fiber bites, and that's their main staple is the fiber bites, and they do really good on it.
Fiber bites, bloodworms, and
Fiber bites, bloodworms, brine shrimp, baby snails.
never gonna have a shortage of baby snails in this damn house.
We got so many ramshorn snails. Ooh, I gotta get back into the bug bites food. I haven't got bug bites food in 9 months, maybe a year. It's been a while since I bought bug bites.
The last bug bites we bought were the beta bug bites.
Yep.
I only bought them because I wanted to see if the betas would like them. They did.
If you don't, I feed my fish better than I do. Yep. Same here. My fish eat like kings. Misfit. Oh, misfit. Daphnia.
I just can't. Okay.
Yeah, the frozen
I
Daphnia is
don't
good.
English.
Ooh, and I've noticed my Amazon puppers. They love freeze dried krill, and so does my African butterfly fish. He loves freeze dried krill. Extreme peewee. Yeah, that's another one I want to get. There's so many fish foods. It's like, do I even need all these fish foods?
Yes.
Yes. I think that's a good answer. The fish want them. It's like we don't want to eat the same thing over and over again.
Like how a lot of people are like, my girlfriend won't let me buy all this fish food. And I'm over here like, nah, because my fish want to eat it too.
Oh, it did. Yep, it did. That rainbow cichlid's getting real close, man. Oh, he's sparring up with it. He don't care. It's like, I'm gonna be right there.
But my noodles,
No, the rainbow cichlid. He's moving away now. Hope he's starting to get closer. So I understand that tube effects worms are a vector for disease, not the freeze dried, right? So I cannot say personally if they do or they don't because ever since I heard it on the internet, I don't know if it's a myth, I don't know if it's true, but if there's a food that could possibly risk disease, I'm not gonna feed it. And I've actually been thinking about taking bloodworms off the diet because I've been doing some research and there's a lot of uh, other people that have issues with bloodworms and like discus and angelfish. Now I don't keep a lot of discus or any discus. I have one angelfish, but it is something to think about. Avocado goes through range limits. Yeah, I'm trying to find an avocado puffer. Those are a cool puffer.
if either of us are getting a pupper, it'll be me.
Yeah, we like puffers. We're big puffer fans. We like a lot of different fish. We're crazy, man. We would if we could fill this whole house up with fish tanks and have like a Mabu, a Flahaka. I want a dog face, a stars and stripes, and a porcupine saltwater. I know you can't really mix them long term in the same tank, but I have three big ass saltwater tanks. Fill them up with softies and zoas. It'd be cool.
Everyone's talking about crickets, earworms, and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure if I go open this container over here, I'm gonna find probably hundreds of dubia roaches that I had for my Pac-Man frog who sadly passed away. So
Now we got to figure out what we're doing, folks. I go give him the A to Z pet.
Fuck it.
But like, since we've got more puffers now, I've got two, three tanks that really focusing on getting a fat ram's horn colony going, so I can start just throwing a bunch of snails in for the puppers.
Patty wants to know if you addressed the toothpick inquiry. She wasn't listening.
Oh, sorry, Patty, but yes, I did. Me personally, I can't tell you if the freeze dried ones are safe or not because I haven't used them just because of that sole internet myth that tubipex worm might be able to bring in disease, and so I don't feed tubipex at all. I tried blackworms a couple times, but I heavily rinsed those and made sure they were safe, no leeches or anything. Um, but I understand a lot of people like blackworms. And blackworms in saltwater, and if it's saltwater, you can feed a lot of your freshwater foods and not have to worry about parasites or anything because they don't transfer. And that's the cool thing about using saltwater cultured foods because they won't transfer to your freshwater fish if there are any diseases or parasites. Pretty sure my wife would leave me if I brought some damn crickets in the house. My hairy puffer will actually surf the glass looking for snails now. Probably one of the most active hairy puffers I've ever seen. You know, I've seen those hairy puffers get pretty active once they're acclimated to their tank.
Congo.
Steve, 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 Steve,
He and his blanket.
Steve. What spot, Steve? I'll have to look on their website. But Shorentais are running at like $200 a pop right. Hey, isn't a 55-gallon by himself? Yeah. I'm not sure how big the hairy puppers get, but I think that like a 40-gallon breeder would be a good sized tank. It has that deeper footprint than a 55-gallon. They're under 200 on the site. Cool. That's still a lot for a pufferfish, and the Shorentais, I believe, they like to be kept in groups. And I know there's one person in Arizona that's bred them. I forget his name. I know some of y'all are screaming at me. It's terrible with names. But I would like to get some tank bred ones. I won't have to deal with parasites. Oh, you're picking up free 40-gallon breeders tomorrow? Free tanks? Son of a bitch. What?
They were talking about eating crickets and shit, and them escaping at them.
3 tanks.
What?
3 tanks. Oh, Reef Tank is doing alright. The candy cane seems to be doing better. Uh, got the ATO back hooked up. Got some baking soda in the ATO, so the pH is a little higher because my tank is pretty low in pH. But I gotta start getting some cow flosser once I get paid. Get some alkalinity in that tank. And then I gotta go in there and I gotta remove a bunch of the large polypsenia, which I'm debating. I don't know if it's a large polypsenia or if it's a clove polyp. But clove polyps look different. But the stalks on these whatever they are look like a clove polyp or something. Americans make their pairs. How many Amazon puffers are ideal to keep together? I would say at least 3 since they are communal and 29-gallon tank for 3. I have 5 in a 29-gallon right now. So you can do that. Um, I will try to get them into a bigger tank, but I feel like a 29-gallon is good for the Amazon puffers because the Amazon puffers only get to like 3 inches, 3.5 inches. But the only thing is that they're pretty smart fish and they like to swim and have things to do. So make sure you've got like plants and lots of hardscape in there and things for them to do.
Good night, Snooch bitch.
All right, Snoochie. See you later. Good night. Also, I got the video working on next. If I could word right. Um, but the photo contest thing, I'm working on the video and I got all the participants loaded in the video. I just need to do the uh, talking portion of it and finalize it.
Who the hell is it?
I don't know. Someone was making a noise. Been wanting to breed the red-eyed red-tailed puffers. Tried a few times, but it seems like they hurt each other every time they do try. Yeah, that when I looked at puffer breeding, it's aggressive. It's definitely something you got to keep an eye on when they're in breeding mode. But I hear it's the breeding thing that's easy, or it's the raising the fry that's really difficult because they're super small and they only take live foods at that size. Dad, Wardo, if you want to send in a couple more photos of the tank and the fish, go ahead. There is no limit to really how many you can put up there. Gives you a better chance. There's some good ones in there. That's all I'm gonna say. There's some contenders. And if you didn't know, you already know. Email me here at atkinsnatureaquariums@gmail.com, all lowercase, no spaces. 2 pictures of your fish tank, 1 picture of your fish tank, 1 picture of your fish, and then a sentence about it. Like it's a this size tank, and this is the name of my fish. Um, really, there's no prize for anyone that wins. I'm gonna keep trying to do this throughout the year. Maybe every few months I'll do one of these. Um, just something different I thought I would try to do for the channel, other than just showing my fish tanks. Just got done feeding the fish. Nice. And I'm thinking I gotta redo the seal on this tank one day. This is the first tank I ever resealed, and man, is it ever starting to bubble up. But I put it up thick up here. Like, I put way too much. I didn't mask it off or anything. Very new, but it holds water.
It's also because when we did this, we did it in like direct sunlight, and as we were putting it on, it was bubbling up.
Yeah, it's just mistakes all around.
But we have a lot more practice now.
Yeah, we've done a lot more tanks. They don't look like that
I
no
just got done
more.
resealing a 10-gallon.
Like, come on, look at that seal. Come on, look at that. That's a good seal.
Just don't show me.
All right, this one. All right, it's a little messy, but that's a good seal. It's a strong seal. Make sure that surface is clean. And if you don't think it's clean enough, you get some more acetone and you clean that bitch more.
It's like
3.
oh yeah.
And she's done 3 10-gallons. I've done 2 29s, a 20, this bow front, and this 55. Yeah, I think you did the.
Yeah, I did the 20, and then I helped with this one.
If you want, show the Akara tank video. I wish I could do that, Eduardo, but I'm on my phone and I can't really share the screen on my phone. I don't really know how to do that. Yeah, it doesn't give me the option to do that, share the screen, or else I would. It's got some nice looking blue cars, electric blue cars. They're a nice fish. I just can't keep them alive.
Yeah, those you have the worst luck with them.
The worst. I've had some jump. I've had some die from a heat wave. I've had
one just got like extremely sick.
Yeah, one got like super sick and skinny, and so I put him in his own little tank. It's a 10-gallon sponge filter, his heater, and a lid. All right, I babied that fish for like 4 or 5 months in that 10-gallon, giving him all the water changes and trying to fatten him up. But he would go after the food and then just spit it back up, and he just kept wasting away. And I kept trying to medicate him and give him clean water, and nothing I did worked. I tried like Prozzy Pro, I tried Metroplex, I tried not General Cure because Metroplex and Prozzy Pro is General Cure. Metroxynol and Praziquantel is General Cure. So I tried those 2 methods. I did aquarium salt. I think the only thing I could have done else was like medicated food. And to me, the only way you would to really medicate a fish with medicated food is having a fish in its own quarantine tank by itself, because you know how much that fish is eating, because you can weigh it out on the scale how much food you're going to feed that fish, and watch that fish eat it. You don't have to worry about other tank mates trying to steal the food from them, and then they're getting part of the medication, and the fish you're actually trying to medicate isn't getting the medication he needs. And you definitely got to be careful over medicate, because that's not good for your biological system in your tank. Yeah, I mean, I'm open to trying them again. The only thing is that I'm really low on tank space right now, so I'm like limiting on the fish I'm getting, and just trying to breed more fish. I got more tanks to set up, but you know, taking it slow. Oh, and I went and checked on Karen. Karen's doing fine. The Salvini, yeah, Karen and Turk, they're in a tub with some rocks and a cave and a sponge filter. They are like the most aggressive fish I have. I gotta get them in a tank so I can enjoy them more. Karen, yeah, Salvini, the beautiful Miss Salvini.
I almost forgot I named her Karen for a while. I remember her being such a friggin' bitch. I was like, nah, your name's Karen now.
No, she is Karen. But I mean, that's a stunning fish. I just can't bring myself to get rid of that fish. So, I don't know, I'm like torn between setting up my 55 for my Salvini or keeping her in the tub, which isn't, I can't enjoy her while she's in the tub. She hides a lot in the tub, but she eats. I make sure she's getting her food, and they're doing good in there. They get their water changes too. It's a little bit tough since it's on the floor, but with a python, I mean, it drains it still. So even from the floor.
Yeah, Bateson, you good?
Oh, off with COVID. Yeah, dude, everyone's catching this freaking shit.
Although I can't say much because I do feel for that double sinus infection. Because I'm already on my first one of the year. Lord knows that I'll probably get at least one more by the end of the year.
Hey, what's up, HCB? Just woke up, man. Was taking a little cat nap earlier.
I just
Yeah, I think it's time for a smoke break soon. We almost hit the 1 hour mark.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
dang.
Mason. I hope you get better.
Yeah, man. Oh, and I saw you put out a video today. If any of my mods should post Bateson's link, because I don't know why, but this dude's still not at 100 subs. Like, come on now. We got to get this guy up there. But he just put out a video of his fish tanks, and they're looking good. Yeah, G had a bad headache, took a nap. That's good. That is good. Yeah, my saltwater tank's doing good, HCB. freaking, what's it called? The candy cane, the coal you picked out? Yeah, it's doing better because I'm starting to feed it like every other day now. At first, I was just feeding it once a week, and then after a few days, it would like shrink back up. Now I'm feeding it more consecutively with the refluids, and it's pumping all the time now. Yeah, it's no problem, Bateson. I mean, it's like, how are you still not at 100? You've been doing this shit longer than I have. Think. YouTube thing. But you just gotta keep posting that content, Bateson. You know, get a good. Um, I know you don't like really streaming that much, but get a good schedule of when you post a video every week, even if it's just like a short or something. Because you got a lot of fish tanks over there. There's no lack of content. You can do it. But I understand you're feeling like crap lately.
Yes. Start live streaming, Bateson.
Yeah, and get Emily into it. She's fun too.
Ian stuck me with this shit. Now everyone else gets to stick their partners with it. 11 more subscribers to go and he'll be at 100.
Cool. BJ Palmer, Billie Jean, what's up? I would go up there and show you guys the reef tank, but it's like, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I haven't cleaned the glass in a week. I can't really look at it. That's why I posted a video of the top-down view. That's like my favorite view of the tank right now. It to return SPS cores. Dang, man, jumping right in with the buffering again. Daniken, when are we gonna shoot your fish room? I know, Kenny. When Bateson starts feeling better, we gotta go over there and shoot the fish room. Yeah, saltwater algae. I mean, it probably does not help that I'm using tap water on my reef tank for algae. You know, the pros are gonna tell you zero TDS, RODI water, only thing you can use on a reef tank. Well, guess what? I use tap water. But then again, I only have super hardy, easy corals.
They're hardy until a goddamn crab tears them apart and eats them.
Yeah, I had a crab, man. You guys remember those purple people eater zoas I had? Those were the only zoas I remembered the name of. And he killed them.
Yep. I didn't even get to see what they actually looked like before they got murdered.
If your tap is 18 ppm, I'd be using that too. Yeah, and it fluctuates a little bit. I checked it yesterday, and it's 20 ppm TDS, but still, that's super low for tap water. And I do check it for like nitrates and phosphates, and those are both 0. pH is 6.8. But I also need to get some more salt. Salt water mix. I think I got enough to do one more batch of salt water.
Oh no, Kenny, 280-degree tanks. My entire bedroom is 80 degrees. All of my fish tanks in there are 80 degrees or up.
Yep.
We have a dehumidifier that runs 24/7, and we have to dump it out at least once a day, or else it'll shut itself off because it gets too full.
Yeah, it drinks the water out of the fish tanks.
It drinks the water out of my skin. I wake up feeling like I should be sitting there going, hydrate, moisturize.
Well, it's better than letting the room sit at 50%.
I know.
But yeah, I like the dehumidifier in our bedroom because it heats the room. It generates heat. So I'm not running any heaters in any of those fish tanks in there. And the majority of those fish tanks are run off of not two sponge filters, 2 air pumps. So like her 10-gallon rack is run off its own air pump, and then the 5 gallons and the 20-gallon and the least killifish tank, those are run off its own air pump. And then Puppers, they're on a HOB.
They have an air pump.
Yeah, they got an air pump too.
But
it's not connected to the other one.
Yeah, the only reason it's not connected is just the distance. It wouldn't be like none of my pumps would be powerful enough to reach the pumper tank.
That comfort level, which yeah, we keep it on drying mode.
Or else you walk in the room and you're like.
I try to keep it at like 30% in there. That's what I like.
Sometimes it gets down to like 19%. Like,
does it really?
Yeah.
I've never seen it get down there.
In like the middle of the day, I'll go in there and it's at like 19%, and I'm like, okay, it's nap time. Perfect humidity level to take a nap, and then I wake up and it's at like 40%. I'm dying.
HCB, I'm trying to get Kat over here, turn her bow front into a saltwater tank. But she wants to breed her barbs in it too, which I understand. That'd be super cool. Breeding barbs. Like, we love freshwater. That's what we started with. But I've always wanted saltwater because it's just so cool and it's saltwater.
It's not that I don't want to set it up as one. It's just I want to do my breeding project beforehand.
We don't need another saltwater.
Yeah. I cannot afford to maintain a saltwater tank right now. And I know there's cheaper ways like to do stuff. I physically can't afford that. But I can afford to add some fresh water in there, pull some of the plants I already have, use some of my like 40 decorations that I have just scattered around my tanks. I don't have very many tanks, but I have shit tons of decorations.
And plants.
I'm a plant hoarder and a decoration hoarder. Actually, I'm a hoarder of everything, but that's okay.
The aquarium hoarder. Oh, yeah, no, I think that's LRB's thing. Oh. Get an all-in-one tank if you do another saltwater. See, here's the thing. I think I can drill that tank and put a sump on it.
If you go fucking near my boyfriend with a goddamn drill, I'm going to come at your face with one.
But I could have my 10-gallon as the salt.
But you can shove it up your ass. No. That's my no. No.
I don't know. I feel like I could. I feel like if I had a few like panes of glass to try on first, like a cracked tank, like one of the panels is cracked. Maybe I'll try on one of the sides that's not cracked.
Y'all hear this? Ian's just like trying to risk his life today. No, don't touch me there. This is my boyfriend's crib.
Yep.
This is my boyfriend's crib.
Smoke break.
I'm killing myself.
Oh, I gotta grab my charger. My phone's like.
There's a charger in the garage.
Is there?
Yeah, Ian. Well, Bateson says that he got a 55 you can try it on. How about you try it on your own 55 that's in the garage?
I could try it on my own 55 that's in the garage. But then again, if I crack it, then I'm out of a 55.
Patty's like, drill the bow front and your girl will drill you, and not in a good way.
Oh, Lord. Damn, Patty.
True, though. See, people agree with me. And Dor didn't want to watch.
No sign of the bush people either. They haven't came back.
Yeah, if the bush people did come back, I'm not gonna go inside this time. I'm going to run at them with a rusty machete. Yeah, you guys, don't kink shame. That's not nice.
So I hope everyone's having a good Friday night. It's probably already Saturday for you, wherever you are.
HBC one.
HCB.
ACB, I can't English. He wants to know who the bush people are and is it haunted over there. So the other night, me and Ian were smoking in the garage like we usually do, and we started hearing this like intense noise, and we thought it was the raccoons or the coyotes, so we didn't give it much thought. And then it sounded like someone was army crawling on the top of our garage. So we had our roommate come out and he saw somebody on top of the roof of the garage while we were in the garage. And so we went inside, locked all the doors, and when we came back out to check what was going on, I saw two sets of human eyes and faces in the bushes. So we called the cops, and as soon as we got in the house and called the cops, they came running out the bushes down the driveway and dipped. And guess a rusty machete. Either that, or I could hit them with my pellet gun, or
Hey, that's small. That's a small game gun. So it'll leave a welt. Plus, I got them those piranha shits.
I do have the piranha pellets, but I feel like a rusty machete would just be more fun. I promise I'm not a serial killer, people. What's the strain of the day?
Oh, the straight of the day. What is it? I had it somewhere. Right here. Purple alien space is the strain of the day.
Okay, the funny thing, Patty, is we actually have a pit bull at the house, but she isn't much of a guard dog.
No, she's the sweetest goddamn pit bull I've ever met.
The whole time this shit was going down, she was trying to get outside to go see if she could get pet from the people in our bushes. No barking, no nothing. She just wanted to go outside.
Yeah. She's a sweetheart, though. Sweet little pit bull.
Oh, yeah, I love her.
Oh, we just found some eggs. Mystery eggs. That's cool. Kenny says, get a shotgun. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Working on that right now.
So it's not our pit bull, it's our roommate's, but she doesn't bark. She is like a completely silent dog unless she desperately needs to go to the bathroom. She will sit there and cry, but other than that, she does not make a single sound unless you're like playing with her. She'll do the like slight little bark, but that's it.
And she does the play growl. When you go play tug of war with her, you know how they growl?
Yep. Just a normal day in freaky Florida. This is in Oregon.
It's a normal day in Oregon.
Normal day in Portland, Oregon.
Yep. It's getting bad, man.
No, it's not a CO2 gun, but it's one that I can pump up to like 10 pumps. But I've shot it at a lot of different things, and my parents had one similar that my brother shot our neighbor with and busted through his skin. So I know it does damage.
Did the eyes in the bushes look like ghost eyes? No, they just looked like eyeballs. Like when you shine a flashlight on a pair of eyeballs, it just looked like that. And then you could see the silhouette of a face behind it. Oh.
It happened like 3 days ago.
Yeah, it happened a few days ago.
It was honestly like the creepiest shit that I've ever had happen while living here.
Yeah.
And now I shine my flashlight in the bushes every time I walk past.
Mm-hmm. how long have I been living here? I've been living here since I was 13, almost 10 years.
And I've been living here for 4 years. And no, we don't live in the woods.
We live right in the southeast Portland.
Yep. Right next to a highway. Like, and we are going to be getting some like motion sensor lights. We had one back there, but it's beyond dead.
It don't work no more.
It is considered like extremely, extremely very old and unusable. So we're gonna get some new ones.
Yeah, cameras. Outdoor cameras. My roommate was already thinking about getting outdoor cameras. It's just creepy.
Definitely unsettling. But shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Should have posted it on YouTube. Get some views from it. Can't believe Matt took down those videos. Ooh, let's give a little update on these guys. Check in on them. So these little polar parrot hybrid cichlids have spawned in that cave. And yeah, I mean they're so small. Little guys, little.
Trope says, Ian, that's what put me in the hospital for over a month. I posted the video on YouTube of me in the trauma ICU.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I didn't know that's why you were in the ICU. Yeah, man. You guys ever seen a ghost? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but I've seen some weird shit happen in this house over the years. Like some weird, creepy shit. I remember one time I was sitting in my bedroom all alone, and this was when I was in like high school, and I'm watching a movie, and my cat Felix is in my room, and my other cat Boots, she was upstairs. And I finished my movie, and all of a sudden I just see my cat Felix in the corner of my room stand all puffed up and look aggressively at something underneath the bed. And then as soon as I noticed that, I heard lip smacking from underneath my bed. Like a. I only have two cats, but I don't know.
The apartment my parents lived in was haunted, and I know that because we'd all be sitting in the room. We all hung out in my mom's room because my brother's room was the living room. And we'd all just be sitting there watching TV when out of nowhere the hangers would come flying out of the closet. Like they'd be hanging up in the closet and then all of a sudden they were launched out of the closet.
That's so creepy. But yeah, ever since I put a dream catcher in my room, I've had no bad spirits. Nothing like that anymore. In the house, at least. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know. Some people believe in that crap. I kind of do. I mean, it's weird.
I used to have basically night terrors, and I would also wake up in the middle of the night and hallucinate, and then I put a dream catcher like right above where I slept and didn't have issues.
Oh, you want to hear more? Let's see. Before I think I was a freshman. It was like the first year I came back from Arizona, and no one was home. And I'm coming down into the basement, and I hear a woman laughing. And I pop out my bedroom door, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And it stops. Never heard it again.
I definitely do think the garage is haunted, just because a lot of the time that I'm in there by myself, I hear something like I constantly feel like something is saying my name, and it kind of always freaks me out. I keep thinking, oh, maybe someone is just at the back door, like Gary, and he's just trying to like get my attention. But no, no one's ever out there.
Yeah, that that garage is weird sometimes. It feels weird.
Doesn't help that this house is like old
Yeah,
as shit.
yeah. This house was built in the 1920s, so it's pretty old. That's old bones. Old bones indeed. Coming up 100 years.
No, we don't have a tank in the garage because it's an uninsulated garage and the temperature in there fluctuates so bad. We
I
had one in there for a little bit and did not do well.
Yeah, I had a 55 in the garage. That's where I kept one of my other Oscars. That was where I kept my wild Oscar cake. And then I had my longfin Oscar in this tank. But then when the temperature is starting to go down, the heater couldn't keep up. The garage started to get too cold. I moved it down here onto a table, and it was a bare bottom tank, right? But over time, it like spider cracked on the bottom, and that just kept me unnerving. So I rehomed the fish, and I got rid of that tank because I'm not gonna have a 55 gallons dump on that
Especially because the drain in the basement doesn't actually work.
Yeah, it works a little bit. You can see they're going to prepare a spot in front of the cave where they keep the fry. And they're going to move the fry from either that little log area back into the cave, or they're going to take this side of the rock. There's a cave inside this rock, too. What the hell, Bison? That is creepy. There's definitely spirits out there. I don't know if I'd call them ghosts, but I'd definitely call them spirits. Man, those polar parrots are just fired up, and the blacks on them are insane. Oh, slow dripping on a spore from the front seam of bow front. Yeah, that's what I've heard about them bow fronts is that uh, they're prone to leaking. I think it's a uh,
Night, Anakin.
oh, not Kenny. I'll see you around, man. Hope you're getting better. But yeah, I haven't had my bow front leak yet. Knock on wood. I've had more 29 gallons leak than anything. I think it's just because they're so tall, there's too much pressure on the bottom pane. And to be fair, the other one that leaked was a meta frame, and that tank was old. That tank was old, man, let me tell you. The seams on it, when because I resealed it before I did anything with it, but the old seam that was on it was like crusty, dusty, like clay. And it was like in between the glass. And it was just really hard to like really clean it properly. So I don't think it just got a good seal because of that clay crap that was in there. So I'm done with metaframes. Metaframes are just, I think they're cool. And people that have them set up, they aren't leaking are lucky. But I think it's like another ticking time bomb, like a bow front. Because it's a risk. It's a lot of pressure to put on that.
I just funny to watch the male aggressively stir up food.
Oh yeah, I love to stir up the food. Love those stories. Always fun to hear, crazy everyone around the world sees them. Yeah, you can go anywhere in the world and you'll have stories about them. They're all really different, but relatively the same. I mean, we have these spectacular minds of a human being, right? When we die, does it really just go away and really die? You really think we'd live that smart to just poof, be gone? Have a brain this advanced? No, I think there's another end game. You kind of get what I mean. That festival's getting too close, man. She's gonna tell you. Man, these polar parrots are real lax. My rainbow cichlids wouldn't even let any fish get this close if they respond. But then again, they are very small for a cichlid. Oh, I forgot. It is in Washington, Oregon. Is it true they have little green men like elf characters around the city? No, we don't have little green men. We do have a guy that runs around in a fucking bagpipe and I think
It's a kilt
a kilt.
Okay. It's a guy who rides a unicycle wearing a kilt, playing bagpipes, and he has a friggin' Darth Vader helmet on.
Yep.
Then there's Ling.
And then there's Ling Ling. That's like the most.
If you know who Ling Ling is,
if you come to Portland and you know who Ling Ling is, you an OG to Portland. Let me tell you. Or if you're from Portland and you know who Ling Ling is. Man.
What's Ling Ling?
What's Ling Ling? Ling Ling is the hustler of the Portland area.
You can literally see her pretty much anywhere. I've seen her in like 15 different like areas of Portland. And every time you see her, she's over here asking, "You got 50 cents? You got $1?"
Yep. And she says it in her accent. She's Asian. I'm not making fun of her. Her name, I've asked her name. I've given her money for food. I've given her food many times. She's a great person. But she's an icon of Portland. If you're
There's been like a news article done on her because so many people know who she is.
She goes, "You got $1.50?"
Every time.
Every time.
But she is like honestly one of the nicest people I've seen just like around. Because if you need a cigarette or anything, she's like, "Oh yeah, here you go."
Yep.
Even if you don't have any change to give her, she's like, "Oh, here you go."
Is Ling Ling a real person? Yes, Ling Ling is a real person in Portland. She's been around forever. Since I was a kid, she's been in Portland. asking for $1.50, and it brings me a smile anytime I see her. I mean, it's crazy.
When I was working at the gas station, I used to see her come by, and she'd come panhandle like right on the corner over there, and it was always so funny. What is your Gourami doing?
I don't know.
That was. It looked like he was trying to like itch himself on the log.
Yeah, they do that.
That was hilarious. I shit you not, Ling Ling does not age. She's looked the exact same.
Yeah, she's looked the exact same all throughout the years.
Like, I remember seeing her when I was a child, and my mom would take me to the mall, and she'd be out there panhandling, and she looks the exact same from then to now. She does have a place to live. She has a husband that if she can't make enough for like food, she'll message her husband on her flip phone, and her husband will ride the bus out to where she's panhandling and bring her food.
Ling Ling was the name of the giant panda. Aww. Yeah, that Gourami's got an itch. I don't know what it is. He usually doesn't flash like that. You guys seeing this? There we go. Now he's up at the top chilling. You don't want to be seen. I don't know, he's acting like a normal Gourami.
So I do remember when they were filming Grimm, the TV show, they did have some like little kind of almost elfy looking characters when they were filming, and they did a lot of filming in Oregon and Washington. And there were pictures of the cast members walking around like out of set. And I know that because my aunt was walking from her car to her work and almost walked into one of them and thought she was hallucinating until she saw everything behind them. She legit had called my mom and was like, you know that show Grimm? And my mom's like, yeah. She's like, I just ran into one of the like creature things on there, and I thought I was like, I thought I got drugged.
The Mill Plain Man. He's been living on the street of Mill Plain since I was like 5. Choose to live on the street instead of taking medication. Damn. My mom lives right off Mill Plain. Well, I used to live right off Mill Plain. Now I don't have any excuses to go into fucking Vancouver anymore to go see my mom. I can go see you guys though, but I ain't got way over there yet. There's a few Washington. And apparently there's some reef stores y'all haven't told me about. I gotta go check those out. MLT plants. What's up? 2 a.m. Gotta be an East Coaster then. We out here on the West Coast. The West Coast is the best coast. Snoop Dogg said it.
Yeah, but when you say it, it don't sound good. It's too white coming out of your mouth.
Ah, the East Coast is the right coast. I think I've seen that guy, but I don't think I've actually chatted to him. I normally don't walk around Vancouver very much. Maybe the coast of the Fiji Islands. Hey, that'd be a fun coast to go to. Fiji Island or Jamaica. Ooh, Fiji got damaged from the volcano tsunami. Yeah, I heard about some dang underwater volcano erupting. I hope everyone's doing okay about that. I hope no one's really affected. I don't know if Hawaii is under any state of emergency or anything, but I'm hoping they're fine. Any of my Hawaii fam out there? Talked to him a couple times, pretty sure. Yes, get some thing. Yeah. Oh, thanks. This is a fake piece of wood, but it serves as a pleco hideout.
Intelligent.
A what? Oh yeah, I'm holding this for cat. I'm letting it inoculate.
It's seasoning.
It's seasoning in my tank. And the Bisher likes it. All right, Darren. You have a good night. Oh wow. Was this on the Gulf Coast? Because I haven't really looked into it that much. I wasn't sure if this was on like the west coast of the Gulf. Um, Not sure about the little green archers. Really not sure. So you ended up with 4 Oscars, you say? God damn it, Bateson. That sounds awesome. I think I saw those in your video. And you've got some other fish you have no idea what. Hmm. Um, you can try to send me if you have me on any Instagrams, or you can email me up there. Um, Pictures. I can try to identify someone for you, but I can't guarantee anything. I can do my best. What kind of gourami? I think honey gourami. Nope, this guy is my big old jerk face gold gourami. He's a 3 spot. They're pretty common, and he's I think 3 to 4 years old now. I got him from somebody else and he was already this size, and yeah, he's just a big jerk. That's why I keep him with these fish. If I keep him with any nice fish, he chases them all around. I tried to keep him with a moonlight gourami, but that didn't work out. He beat the crap out of the moonlight gourami. But I do recommend if you got a small tank and you want a nice peaceful fish with lots of color, get a true honey gourami. Okay. Now you can get the pink red variants like the sunset and the red honey gourami, but I really recommend you try to find the wild variant of honey gourami because I think they look the best. The males do. They get like this nice uh, brown stripe, not brown, but black stripe down their throat, and it looks really cool. And if you can get a male and female, ooh, then you'll have a fun tank to watch because I had a male and female, and it was really cool to watch them like embrace each other, and they would try to build a bubble nest. I never got eggs from them. I don't know why. But though I miss keeping honey gourams. I gotta get those fish. Yeah, female gouramis are pretty hard, but the cool thing about the honey gouramis is if they're of mature size, the males of the true dwarf honeys will have a black throat and no stripe on their flank of the fish. So, like, if this was a male, they'll have black down his throat and no stripe. And the females will just be brown and they'll have like a dark brown stripe going down the middle of them. The legend with the poem.
Yeah, it's there's statues uh, by Chinatown, and they like read a poem about a legend of little green archermen that when the arrow like hits the person, their visions change, flowers grow, and blah blah blah. That's what he was talking about.
Cool. I don't know. I've been to I've lived in Washington, Seattle. I've lived in Arizona. So
I've lived in Portland, Oregon.
She's lived in Portland her whole life. Yes, the sweet honey gouramis are so awesome. If you've got moonlight gouramis, pearl gouramis, and opalines, I probably wouldn't put the little honey gouramis just because they are so tender and sweetheart. I mean, they really have no mean bone in their body. When I had them, they left every other fish alone. They never chased them, never nipped any other fish. They were just super sweethearts. But that's my experience. Your experience might be a little different, so try to keep them with similarly sized fish like guppies, Coriodoras. Um, we also did the Harley Quinn reservoirs. We did really good with the Harley Quinns. What? The honey gouramis? When we had the honey gouramis with the Harley Quinns? That was a long time ago. That was the first tropical fish I bought. Was a honey gourami, a pair of them. I have probably 100 gourami in a breeding pair. That's so cool. I want to try to get into breeding the honey gouramis. Anyone like yellow lab cichlids? I probably got 75. I would like yellow lab cichlids if I had a Laguna tank. Because yellow labs, I mean, they're just a classic bright yellow fish that you really don't see in the hobby very often. So it's a very good fish that I think to sell for profit. If your fish store would take them, I'd try to see if your fish store would like them because they don't get very big. You can keep them at a 55, and they're fairly easy to breed. So I don't know why it wouldn't be a good fish to breed for profit in your local area. Especially if you've already got hard water. Someone in California. I have the Moonlights in their own tank with guppies and cories. Cool. Yeah, I've got my Moonlight in a 20 long. I've got to figure out what I'm doing with them, but right now he's with the African butterfly fish and cories and a couple tetras. And I've got my goby in there and my pair of enigmatochromis dwarf cichlids. Live within 20 of the family home place, half a mile from the first house we lived in. Oh my god. Past here every day. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I like Portland, but it's just I don't know if I want to stay here much longer. But it's where I'm at. In a planting tank, and they're very happy. No aggressive fish. Pair of cribs guarding their cocoa hut. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and if you've got a pair of pearl gouramis, they'll build a bubble nest like bettas, and they'll breed like bettas. They're very similar, bettas, snakeheads, gouramis. I love a good snakehead.
That's what she said.
All right, good night, Scuba Steve. We've been going a while, almost 2 hours. Yes, late night with Atkins. I could probably show you guys my moonlight gourami. The tank lights are off. Cool. There's the African butterfly, ready for food. And there's the moonlight. The gold gourami really did a number to him, so he's healing up in here. But he's doing good. The tetras. Cory cat. Lots of glare though. You turn the light on without spooking the fish. Oh, there go the cories. There they all go. There's the moonlight. You can see his fins are a bit nipped up, and one of his feelers is damaged, but it'll grow back. You play the Moonlight Sonata for your Gourami? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that is. So say no.
Do you play the Moonlight Sonata for your
Yeah, I don't think I do know what that is.
What?
I don't think I know what that is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you gonna? Are you can play it if you want.
Okay, no, I just want to know. How am I younger than you and I know what this is and you don't?
I don't know. I'm not saying I
You
know.
are gonna know what it is the second I play it.
I probably.
I just find it friggin' hilarious.
I'll probably recognize it. But they got like rocks and wood and crypts and a crinum and a Ponigeton. When was it made?
It's Beethoven.
Okay, so then I shouldn't even get copyrighted for that. You can play it. If it's classical music, if it's old enough, I don't think I can actually.
It's Beethoven.
If it's Beethoven, just play it. Yeah, I think I've heard this. Oh, HCB wants to see the salt one. Okay. Okay. I gotta mask up though, because Gary tested positive. What's that shit, man?
Not only did he test positive, but he doesn't believe he has it and won't bring it.
Uh, all right. You guys are probably gonna hear the TV in the background. He always has the TV on full blast. Felix. Corridors are zooming. Yeah, they zoom. I lost one of them. I think the zebra cara took out one of my Agassizi Cories. Because I had 5. Now I'm down to 4. All right, total mess though. Check it out. Only that going in there. Get the glasses. But yeah, it's pretty dirty. I haven't cleaned it. But candy cane coral's looking good. Oop. It's still really small. The Zoas are looking good. Canyon tree, green star polyps looking good. And see, this is what I'm torn. Is this Is this a type of clove polyp or is this a type of xenia? I don't know. Is this a xenia or is this a clove polyp? Oh, I don't know. That's a green star polyp. That's my cabbage coral. Oh, I love clownfish. I love my clownfish too.
Their names are Carlos and Carla.
Carlos and Carla. And I've got my feather duster with my Aptasia rock. I've secluded most of the Aptasia on this rock. There's one on the filter. I don't know if you can see him right there, but he's on the little filter knob thing. That's like the only big ones I can see right now. But my clam's still living on there, little mussel thing. See him filter feeding on the dang rock? It's all open. It's a little clam. I keep trying to set him upright, where he's turned, but the goby or the shrimp keep knocking him over. And there's the toadstool. Toadstool's looking nice. And then I can turn on the nice lights. Change the spectrum up a little bit. I use a mag float scraper, and it's just, I've been lazy. I could clean it, but it's going to disturb the corals. Alright, I'm sorry guys. I clicked a button. I clicked the end button. Didn't mean to do that. I need to get an actual filter for this. When you go over to your ex-wife's house, you tell her you're gonna take care of the problem. Right? But Kiana guides you to the gun that you found in Bonnie's room, or how does that work? No. That's not what happened at all. Kiana had no idea about any gun either. I guess that Bonnie, got a hold of it. And what light do I use? It's just a Nicro Marine LED. Got off Amazon. It's got this little controller right here. That's off. That's on. So this is the white and blues. And this is just the whites. That's good for like the macro algae. I guess you could use it on freshwater too. And then it just has the blue. I was mad as hell. But I did not leave that house thinking I was going to kill it. Yeah, told me where you like to drink. And I've got my Nero 3, my HOB, the ATO. Whoa. How much was that light? I think it was like $60 on Amazon. It was cheap. Super cheap light. I mean, it's like about the length of a 10-gallon. But, I mean, I haven't tested the PAR or anything because I don't have a PAR meter. But, I mean, it gets good light penetration to the substrate. And my Zoas aren't stretching. So I'm guessing that's a pretty strong light. I get a Kessel of Coraline covered. Yeah. And I believe the Coraline, it's slowly starting to go. Like, there's a piece right on the filter right there. That's a piece of Coraline starting to grow. And then these chunks, that chunk of Coraline's growing, that one's growing. But I think it's just because my alkalinity is still super low. And so the Coraline's not growing good. Are they snails or shells? Oh yeah, the snails and hermit crabs. So that's a snail right here. I believe that's an Astrea snail or a Trocus snail. I don't know. I get them confused. Hi, Stephen P. What's going on? And then these are just empty shells for my hermit crabs as they grow. Here's one of them. Coraline will grow. Yep. Yep, I just said hi to Steven. Oh, there's Lemon, my little goby. I do have a goby pistol shrimp. Oh, and look who made an appearance. That's Candy, my little pistol shrimp.
If you put it together, it's
Lemon Candy. Yep. They are so cool. How do you like saltwater so far? Loving it. I think it's not as difficult as I thought it would be, and a lot of the same principles that I apply in freshwater, I apply them into saltwater, and it's working. Deep substrate, simple filtration, and movement. You know, corals like movement. They're from the ocean. Oh yeah, Lemon don't like it when I move my finger in front of the tank. But he is so cool. Oh, look at him. He's just bright electric yellow. I did used to have some other fish in here. I had a scooter blenny for a while, but I think my tank was just too new, didn't have enough copepods. And the other fish, like the goby, just too aggressive. But the shrimp goby, not shrimp goby, but the scooter blenny was a cool fish, and it was the red dragon. And then I also had, what was it called? A Lubbock's fairy wrasse, and he was cool, but he didn't last long. I tried feeding him all the time, and he just kept getting skinnier and skinnier. I don't have a quarantine or saltwater, so now I've just got my two clowns and my goby pair. But I think it's a good little mix. I have been seeing a lot of copepods lately, so I might try getting a scooter blenny or a dragonette again. But that goby's still pretty aggressive. Alright. Let's go feed him. And my lid is just this simple double wall stuff for greenhouse. Get some police cut out.
So you never discussed it. He saved my life. Despite that, it's still feel like a defeat.
Oh, if you guys give me a second here, I'll shut the pump off for the
He was a good cop.
wave maker. Give me a sec.
I was 6 years old. There was something about that phone call. I looked at my father's face when I left the house that night. What he said to me. I just knew something was wrong. Listen, Steve. Last night I had to leave because someone was in trouble.
Okay, I'm back.
And the truth is, there's a lot of bad people out there.
Had to turn the wave maker off.
My job
This
is to
guy.
stop that from happening.
We can get a nice top-down view.
I really understood what my old man did every day. Why he risked it. I understood at that point that there was something.
My little clownfish is very nibbly. It's a good point, babe. I've done it before.
Exactly. And this is a saltwater tank.
Should I dump my salt water? Or not my salt water, my phone into the salt water? No.
I look there from time to time, but it's always just dead ends. We have the serial number.
Griffin Fish Room, what's up? Yeah, HCB. Gotta be careful.
Not just unpredictable relapses, all these other things too. It can all add up.
Your NIMS don't want to get sucked up by a pump.
It may help you put these RMS challenges in their place.
I got bubble algae growing in the filter.
Lesions and slowing disability progression versus Avagio. Don't take Kesimpta if you have hepatitis B, and tell your doctor if you have had it, as it could come back. Kesimpta can cause serious side effects, including infections. While no cases of PML were reported in RMS clinical trials, it could happen. Tell your doctor if you had or plan to have vaccines, or if you are or plan to become pregnant. Kesimpta may cause a decrease in some types of antibodies. The most common side effects are
I put some food in here for them. This is Golden Pearls from Brine Shrimp Direct. It's a 300 to 500 micron pellet food. I just keep it at the top. It's a floating food. They haven't. What's bubble algae? Oh. So that right there is bubble algae. And it has little just bubbles of algae. It's kind of cool looking. What you feeding? It's Brine Shrimp Direct. Golden Pearl, reef, and larval fish. Especially made for clownfish. 300 to 500 micron. It's a good little food for my clowns. I should go grab a pipette and start feeding some reefroids. That one's broken. The seam on it's got a crack. Those cheap pipettes don't last very long. Oh, keep them entertained.
I feel cornered for this. Ian just sat his phone up and walked away, saying, "Keep them entertained." So what's going on, everybody?
Cereal that looks like this will somehow healthy? That's Magic Squid. High protein, low carb. The Zero brand for sure. The taste that makes your New Year's resolutions worth sticking to. Get $5 off at magicsquid.com/TV. Are you leaving the house like that? Like what? Old man like those? You can thank your father for that. You need Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion to soften those suckers up. I love it.
Hi, Griffin.
I paid for dinner and energizing citrus body butter. Jergens.
Damn, that sounds cold. I definitely think you should go to 7-Eleven and get chips, so that way if you want, you can get other snacks to go with your chips. I feel like that would be a wise idea.
Yeah. Snacks. I like snacks.
Not us. MLT was like, I forgot to eat dinner, and now I'm hungry. Should I drive to 7-Eleven and buy chips or eat a banana? Donna, please say chips. And I'm like, I definitely think that 7-Eleven and getting chips, because then you can get other food to go with your chips.
All right. I don't know if y'all can see. But that's just a little bit of refroids. Sneaky stuff.
Smelly shit in a goddamn container.
Yeah, it smells bad. No one warned me about it.
And Ian just opened it up right by me without warning me.
Sorry.
Now I want snacks.
Well, this gonna be for the LPS candy cane. You want to film it? Needs a little bit more. Wow. Ooh, probably want to get this side. I'll get on that side. Because when he goes to eat it, it's cool, man. You guys ever watch a coral eat? Watch, this is so cool. Leave my corals alone. You leave them alone. Eat that, okay? It's gonna take them a minute, but they'll slime up and then they just slowly retract it into their mouth.
Sorry for the shaky camera work. I'm not the best at camera.
And then whatever of the refroids I have left, I put a few more drops tank water back in there. And then I put a couple drops of amino acid in there and I broadcast it.
Anyway, she asked you a question. You answer it. I will make a phone call. And I promise you, stay here.
Lemon, what are you doing, you dingus?
Why don't you take us down memory lane? Where'd you get that gun?
So does the pistol shrimp. He's coming towards my candy cane.
Welcome. Early. Thursday starts at 6. Actually, not here for the service. Detective Danny Williams is my partner, Harry Ray. Okay, I'll be. You recognize me.
Griffin, you're shush. I know it's like being on a gut. It's like you're in the water when you're when I'm holding the camera, huh?
You guys want to see something cool? Move it over this way.
That night changed me. 2 months later, I found God.
Now close up to get their food.
Worked my way up to heaven. If you as an active community worship from a lot of meetings, but right.
And the goalie, he likes his frozen food and he likes flake. I gotta put some flake in there.
Whoop.
Sees me coming with the flake.
What? What?
Just fine.
He just came up and ripped part of the stuff off and ran away.
Of course he did. Why does I go put that in the flake for?
Damn pistol shrimp.
Damn pistol shrimp.
You want to take the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm making myself seasick watching it.
Oh no, BJ Palmer, I'm sorry. But that's cool, you get to set up more tanks. Yeah, like the pistol shrimp don't eat enough. Oh, even the frickin' clownfish are going after him.
Maybe next time put stuff everywhere and then put some on.
That's why I fed them first.
Obviously not enough.
Zollas are a little closed up because they got some food. All right. Oh. Is it midnight? Oh wow.
Been going for like 2.5 hours.
Might call it a stream.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Been going 2.5 hours. So I think it is time to call it a night. After we look at the angelfish. Because he just loves attention.
So this
Pretty boots. Hello.
she's like, no, not you. Felix. My goodness, you're bossy today. you hush.
I feel like I should feed him again. You guys want? Yeah, I'm doing it. Get fed twice.
I'm feeling very, like, targeted right now by these cats.
There's a killifish in here too, so I gotta have a lid on it. And the rainbow fish, those guys are jumpers. How food motivated they are. And there's Cory cats in here too.
FLT's like, good night all. Thanks for sharing your tanks. It was fun. I'm going out in the 16-degree weather for chips.
Oh Lord.
Yep. Okay, in our defense, she didn't say it was 16 degrees. Stop crying on the dang floor, you dingus. Stop crying.
The rope fish? The other noodle related to Bishers.
Spagoot.
There's Daddy Plek. That's the daddy to all my Plecos. And some more Corys.
You got yourself in a pickle now, didn't you, Felix? Your front claw and your back claw stepped on the same thing. What are you gonna do? Don't smack her. What?
Alright, guys. I'm going to call it a stream. Maybe somebody else is streaming. We'll go hang out over there. I'll see you guys somewhere. Well, that's me. And it's a great Friday night. Final words, babe.
Have a great night, everybody.
Peace.